Anyway, all right, let's get into this. Rob G, can you get on the mic? Now, the players did the anonymous poll. We talked a little bit about it yesterday. Give us a quick rundown of the GOAT thing they did with the GOATs, Rob G.
Sure. Well, the thing we highlighted yesterday was that Paul Pierce got a vote. Shout out to the truth. One vote out of 133 for the greatest player of all time.
You know, Pierce sticking his chest out like, yeah, boy, I told y'all I used to get busy.
Built different. No, but the big headline of this player vote, again, 133 votes of current NBA players, is that over the last 5 years, without really accomplishing a whole heck of a lot of anything, at least with team success-wise, LeBron James
be a little more transparent there.
LeBron James is rapidly closing the gap between himself and Michael Jordan in the eyes of NBA players. 2019, Jordan had 73% of the votes. LeBron was second at just under 12. 2023, MJ was at 58. LeBron was at 33%. And then this past year, Michael Jordan, 45.9%. LeBron at 42.1%. And in The Athletic, they featured anonymous quotes from players explaining their rationale. And the general theme,
longevity,
exactly, for current players was that, yeah, Mike had this dominant run, he had these championships, but LeBron James did it for 2 decades, and he was, if not the best, one of the best players the entire run.
Yeah, look, Rob, I've said for years that when young, and you probably heard me say it, when the millennials or Generation X, whatever, I don't know, what Z, whatever's after the millennials, when they're controlling the conversation, I think it's like LeBron's going to be called the GOAT. Just like right now, you and I, our generation controls the narrative and the conversation. Stephen A., Skip Bayless, guys are roughly our age. And we say it's Jordan. We're the ones with the TV and the radio shows and all that. We say it's Jordan. The generation before us, Rob, and I'm talking about the players, Oscar Robertson, Kareem, they're not saying it's Jordan. They're not saying it's not him. They're not saying it's really anybody. They might say Wilt, but they're not saying Jordan. It's our generation. And so I do think The Last Dance, Rob, went a long way in kind of solidifying Jordan for a while. But I also think now LeBron's assault on the record book with the 40,000 points, and he's in the top 5 in assists, and all these individual records he's, getting, I think that is affecting, the way some people look at this. And I'm firmly Jordan. You're firmly Jordan. But like I said, Rob, it doesn't surprise me. And I do think when the younger generation is controlling the discussion as we do now, I won't be surprised. I almost expect it to be that they're saying it's LeBron.
Yeah, I disagree. And I don't think that even in time, I get what you're saying with the numbers and what's happened of late, but people will look back and really take a look as you go forward. And it's just like I always say, Chris, and there's no GOAT conversation in baseball. It's a different conversation because of the nature of the game, right? But no one discounts Babe Ruth, who hasn't played in 100 years. Like there's no discounting him and saying, well, he played bad. I'm not counting Babe Ruth. He doesn't count. I don't believe people just automatically are going to do that because Michael will have such a legacy. If LeBron doesn't win again and plays 4 or 5 more years, and then people look and go, dude, the guy played 23 years. He only won 4 times. He didn't win a champ. You'll start to, when you really add up all the things, sure, he should have all the records. He played 23 years. Why wouldn't he? He didn't go to college. Kareem went to college. There'll be a narrative. Oh, he lost in the finals 6, 7 times. He lost 6 times in the finals. Michael Jordan never lost. Oh, okay. When you start to do all that due diligence and really take a look at it, the same way people think George Washington is still one of the greatest presidents, if not the greatest, nobody talks about George W. Bush, and I'm not picking any political side, Chris. I'm just saying, or some president of recent day because of what had to happen and what had to happen in the country to form the country and all kinds of other stuff in the beginning. All I'm saying is I don't believe that just what happens last is always going to be the best, because you talk to people all the time, even younger people. It's just not that easy. I don't believe that.
Look, that's a good argument, and you may be right. I think the thing that'll help Jordan is he's obviously a living legend, but Rob, he's darn near mythical. I think he actually is mythical. You know what I mean? Like, in terms of people's views of him, the shoes. Rob, there are people that weren't even born when he played.
And they love the Jordan. I know.
Yes,
it's crazy.
people that don't even like basketball. My daughters wear Jordans. They don't watch basketball. They wear Jordans. You know, they asked me to get them Jordans for Christmas.
You couldn't even believe it, could you? When they asked, right? Like,
I mean, I wasn't surprised. Just
Chris, you should have told me. I could have saved you some money on a couple of
some Jordans. That's true. But and that's a good point, Rob. He is similar to Babe Ruth in that he's mythical, and that won't go away.
And the same people who love LeBron, they're wearing Jordans, Chris. Mm-hmm. And they'll be wearing, you know what I mean? Like, that's the other part that's strange to me. You'll be in a barbershop and guys will swear up and down about LeBron, but they got Jordans on.
But I think a lot of it is that Jordan, Dr. J's, we used to call the Converse Docs, right? But they were really just the Converse that everybody was wearing. He was just the most famous player wearing them. So Jordan was kind of not technically the first, with his signature shoe. And then his were so unique, Rob. He was, his shoes look different than anybody else's shoes like at that time. And so that helped him. Now, everybody, tons of players got signature shoes and they don't sell like the Jordans. They don't become nearly as popular. LeBron's aren't necessarily that popular. They're fine.
No.
I think they're second. I don't know, Rob G. I don't know. Do you know? Like, I think LeBron's has the most popular ones of the players today, but nobody comes close to Jordan. It'll be interesting, but I don't know. We'll see what these next group of writers and reporters, Rob, are saying. But I wouldn't be surprised if, when they control the narrative, they got LeBron. 877-99 on Fox. What are your thoughts? Do you think that LeBron will be regarded as the GOAT by the next generation? He's not right now. It seems firmly Jordan. But when the younger kids are talking about it, will it be LeBron? And Rob, we got to be honest. Wembanyama might make all this moot. If it's going to come down to how much he wins and how much of a dog he is. But that dude is something unlike we've ever seen.
Or how much he loses. He did lose 18 in a row, so we just kind of
you ain't watching the games. You just looking at the, numbers.
Yeah, I'm looking at the 18 straight losses.
Bad.
You're right.
Yeah, I get it. But I'm serious.
Michael never lost 18 in a row, not even in Pee Wee basketball. LeBron never lost 18 in a row.
But we ain't never seen a 7'5" dude do what he did.
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
You even know. See, you even know.